Can I own a business and have a job? How many times have you asked that question? Those of you that are sitting out there that have a job, do you want a business? And the answer is absolutely yes. I live by yes, and by the end of this video, you're gonna say yes, because I'm gonna tell you why. So we're going to talk about 6 things. So it's a lot. So get a pen and paper. We're going to talk about using your skill sets, how to analyze them to get this side hustle going. Number 2, how to really focus on your strengths and hire your weaknesses, and how to get, number 3, the cash flow enough to do it. And if in cash flow, you've got to quit your job, how to get that done too. Now, number 4 is critical. You've got to get a sale. Before you build it, you get a sale. It's called a pre-sale. I'm not even telling you this advice. I'm demanding this advice, or you're wasting a lot of time and money. Most people waste a lot of time and money, so don't blow this one. Number 5, how do you get in it for the long haul? The answer, I'll tell you later, which you're going to be relieved. And then the last one, how do you set big, hairy, audacious goals? How do you just crush it? So can you own your own business and have a job? Absolutely. Absolutely. You're going to have a lot of things in place, but you can do it. I did it. Right? And at some point, this is the funny question. This is actually hysterical. I literally have people that are so in love with their job, right? I've got people that work for NASA. I got people that work for Tesla. I have people who are so in love with the thing they do, and they make a lot of money, but they really want this side business, side hustle, whatever you want to call it. So absolutely, you can and you should. It's better for your family, legacy, and wealth. So what do? So I'm going to use some of the engineers, because these are all true stories, right? I'm going to protect their name and company for the innocent, right? But they are good at component boards. They're good at aeronautics. They're good at drones, right? So they can, on this side, as long as it, doesn't conflict with their non-competes, do businesses. And I can tell you what all of you can do. Like, I have lawyers who love being lawyers. And guess what? You can actually be an educator. So I have tax lawyers that have side businesses that are teaching tax education. They're not being a tax lawyer, so there's no competition. But that non-compete's critical. Like, if you want to really do what you love to do, but you want to do it from a different perspective, get permission so you don't get all this work done and then blown. But I have a lot of engineers, lawyers, tax accountants, who are finance managers, who love to teach kids or teach other people. And I can tell you right out here on YouTube, I have a lot of them. They're doing their own YouTube channels. They're not doing, with the intensity or duration or frequency, but they're starting that. They're starting podcasts. They're interviewing people. So absolutely. I have another woman, I'll kind of jump to a different category, who is teaching and helping women after 50 kind of create a different life. I have another woman who's focused all on widows. Right? In fact, we came up with a fun title. I said, what did we call her business? It's like the Wonderful Widows Weekends or something. So she was planning these weekends, and widows started getting together. It was kind of in the Midwest, and she was doing all the party planning and all the travel planning. And I said, why don't you create a travel business? And she's like, oh, you're crazy, Loral. I said, you want to make money? Why are you doing this for free? Just so all of you can go together because you like doing it. Charge them a little bit of money. They'll be happy to pay. You book the flights. You book the hotel. She's a travel agent now, and she's a concierge. She'll hook up businesses. She targets and focuses on widows who want to get together, do trips together, and do fun things together. So I don't care what the business is. Have fun with it. Pick a skill that is closest to what you already know how to do. Because here's the big challenge to kind of wrap up the skill set part, is you have to learn to be an entrepreneur. And you're so entrenched in being an employee that being an entrepreneur takes a different skill set. It takes marketing, it takes sales, it takes cash flow analysis, it takes revenue modeling. There's a whole bunch of things that I got to work with you to learn. So just do the thing that's easy to you. We can get to more sophisticated things and inventions later. First, I need to teach you to be a great entrepreneur. Now, once you become an entrepreneur, especially if you have a job, you've got to do one big thing. You got to strengthen your strengths. Get really good at 1 or 2 or 3 things, no more. And then come up with a huge list of all your weaknesses that you're going to hire. And that's going to help us build a cash flow model of how fast this business needs to get up and running. I love bootstrapping, but I also could teach you how to fund the business to get it going even quicker if you wanted. So either way, we got to strengthen your strengths, hire your weaknesses. You cannot, with a full-time job, do everything to have a successful business. I have people who have done both and created a business for sale. Like cleaning companies. Everybody needs a cleaning company, car detailing company, something you could own. Another great one is franchising. Like franchises are fabulous. I have one guy that went from owning one franchise in the Southeast to now owns the entire Southeast region. So lots of things you can do to own and not have to work a lot, to put a lot of time into it, but you are gonna need a team. We're gonna come back to that. One other grouping that I wanna talk about is direct sales companies. And I am a massive fan. I'm in a lot of them. If you want to be a partner in some of mine, I'm actually going to give you a link to joining and having a conversation with somebody on my team about joining. I do a goal setting one, I do a wine one, I do a skincare one, I do an HGH healthcare line. What do you want to do? So lots of ways to have a job, quit your business, stay in your skill set, strengthen your strengths, hire your weaknesses. So to build up enough cash flow, if you want to quit your business, again, I have a formula, right, which is half of your take-home pay. But really, I'm not speaking to those who want to quit. I have a different video on how to quit your job. I'm speaking to those of you who want to keep your job and you want to have a side business, right? So, and I love franchising. I love direct sales. Those are all sellable businesses, monetized businesses. Partnering, real estate's a great side business. I could go on and on it, but you got to create some cash flow. So how do you do that? Let's jump to number 4. You get some sales. Well, how do you get some sales? So don't build it. They will not come. I have built many businesses. I want you to start pre-selling. And a pre-sell is always easy if you do some education. Start educating them about different things. And maybe it's only $20 or $30, but small orders that you want to start pre-selling where you're going to deliver the content later. You want to test the market to make sure that the thing you're going to deliver is something that people want. So even in direct sales, you could test how many people want to do wine tastings. I got people doing wine tastings online, food comparisons, pairing with foods. I have 2 clients, one's doing chocolate, one's doing wine. They do wine and chocolate tastings together. So they're doing a lot of fun stuff, but they're taking it seriously. They're incorporating, they're making it a business. You got to make that first sale. And it's called a pre-sale because then you know people want it. So I always say sell it, then build it. And that'll help you build up that cash flow, right? Just so you have extra money and give you a good P&L if you want some funding. Lots of ways to do it. Super fun, super exciting. Now, if you're enjoying this and you love this content, I want you to subscribe to my channel, which means you're gonna hit the notification. It's gonna pop in your phone and say, Loral's back. And I'm gonna give you another message. If you want specific content, type it in the comments. And my team checks every day and interacts with people every day in our YouTube channel. We're super active out here and having a lot of fun with you. So if you're serious, we're serious. If you're just interested, we're still serious. You can just kind of play along out there and get to know me more. All right, number 5 and 6. To get ready for the long haul, you're gonna have to have a team. Now you say, oh my gosh, Loral, how do I get a team? What I would do is I would find some local interns. I would find some people that work in the space that you want to be in, that are kind of tired over there, that maybe you want to earn them in, invest them into some ownership. And I have exact strategies on how to do that. That way you're not just hiring away some competition or some great people. You're actually saying, I'm going to let you earn in a little bit of equity because I'm over here doing my job. And I need somebody to be at the business on a regular basis. So I would look for partners to be in for the long haul, to really build it with you. It's way more fun. They can build the team, they can lead, they can hire. They're going to be the person who's going to get all those weaknesses hired and handled. And then together as a team, you go for the big, hairy, audacious goals. So what's a big, hairy, audacious goal? Tom Collins writes about it in Built to Last in the Visionary Companies. It's something that if you make it, you make it. And if you don't, you gave it the best go and just have a lot of fun with it, right? So for me, when I first started, my big, hairy, audacious goal was to have 1 New York Times bestseller. Well, a decade later, I have 5, and I'm off to go get another one in 2022. So I'm having a great time. I love the content, and it's taken a whole team to do it. So you're going to have to build a team, and that team will help you build the business plan for big, hairy, audacious goals. Now, if you're out there and you don't want something big, 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 we can scale it back. We can make it what you want, but you got to have a business plan to do it. So inside my business plan, and I love my business plan. I'm super proud of it because people literally have licensed it to use it as their structure for planning in now companies that have gone public. So inside my business plan, and I'm going to give you a link to look at just an overview of it, right? So it includes your mission and vision. It includes your values of the company. It includes strategies and tactics, a revenue model, a marketing plan, a sales plan, a cash flow plan, and how to put that team together. So those items are essential for a business plan. So those of you who want to go the long haul and you want to build big, hairy, audacious goals, let's build a map. It's called the business plan. I have an extraordinary just system. I built it in 2002 and literally people have been using it forever. It's called Building, Leading, and Protecting Your Business. So what I have is an hour video. You're gonna click on the link and you're subscribed. One of my dear friends and partners, Randy, will be teaching. It's just an hour overview. And if you're excited about it, you can click on the link and I'll let you get it. Oh, let's say for $49, which is a ridiculous deal. I can't even believe I'm going to do that. My team's going to kill me. It's normally sold for thousands of dollars. So Randy's going to give you an overview. If you're excited about it, it will make a lot of sense to you that are serious, because I'm speaking to those of you who have a job you love, whether you're a nurse, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, whatever you are, you're in the military. I have a lot of those clients, and you can have a successful six-figure business right alongside. But you got to do everything I just talked about. So click on the link and give it a listen, and we'll continue. Take care.